Hi everyone, welcome to my channel.
In today's video, we are going to learn about a very powerful and useful function in Excel on how to convert numbers to words. This function doesn't exist by default in Excel, so there are two ways to go by it if you want to use it. One, you can use the Copilot function, which is the AI that will be integrated into Excel, or you use the VBA, that is by injecting codes of instruction, which is going to help you to do those. For you to use the Copilot function, you should be having Excel 360 up to date for you to be able to do that. But if you have anything less than that, you may not be able to use that function. In today's video, we are going to focus on using the VBA function. Let's check it out how it's going to work. Now we need to open our VBA editor. Hold Alt and F11 on the keyboard. The editor is open. We need to create model. As you can see, we can't find any model, so we go to insert. We insert a model. Now I already have the codes that I already prepared down, so I'm just going to copy and paste them for it to work. So opening my notebook, I have two sets of codes here. Let me copy this. Now I paste it right inside here. Let's inject the second code as well. I'll explain to you why we are doing this. So let's go back to insert, to model. Now I go back to my notebook again. I copy the second code, copy, and paste. So from here I can just cancel this, or I minimize it and go. Let's enter our function or formula is equal to number to word. So number to words here. I click on the number that I want to convert to word, bracket close, double click here. If I can change any of these numbers here, it's going to work perfectly. But let's look at it from a very practical point of view. Converting numbers to words is normally used in invoices, text, or financial reports. It means we're going to also need a currency pair. So let's demonstrate that. So you can see this one, we're going to use currency pair. So it's equal to number to word. You can see that the number to word is now 2. We have 1, which is number to words, then number to word 2. Remember, we injected 2 codes. So the first one is used, the second one is used. So we are going to use the 2 now. Number to words 2. Now I click on the number, and you can see this time there's a currency added to it. Now there's a Ghana cedis only added to it. What if you are from the US, you wanted to convert this into any currency pairs of your choice? Doing that is not difficult. It means we need to go and edit the original code into whatever we want it to be. So for example, if you want this to be in dollars, this is what you do. Let's go back to the code, Alt F11. Then there are two approaches to go by this. We can either look for Ghana cedis and edit them individually, or alternatively, we can use the find and replace option. I'll go with option 2 because that one is more accurate. Now Control H. So I can choose to type it Ghana cedis, but if I made a little error, it's not going to work. So I prefer to copy and paste. Copy it right here. And I paste it to replace it with dollars. So we are changing Ghana cedis to dollars. So let's find and replace. All the Ghana cedis will be replaced. Now pesos will be replaced with cent. I copy. I need to find and replace. All 4 has been replaced. So now I can minimize or cancel this and go back to my data. So what this, when I double click here, it auto updates. So now we are using dollars and cents. You can see for yourself. Now, what if you are from India, you prefer it in rupees? The same approach will work. Alt F11, back to the code. Remember, we are working on the model 2, which is the second code. So we have changed everything to from cedis to dollars now. So we need to change it from dollars to rupees. So Control H. We now have to change it from dollars to rupees. Find and replace. Then also we need to change the cents to pies or picy. Find and replace. So when I cancel this and go back to my data, when I double click, it auto updates. Let's do the last one. Let's if you are from Nigeria, you prefer it in Naira. Alt F11, Control H. Now we are going to replace rupees with Naira. Find and replace. Place pies with kobo. Now if I minimize this and go back to my data, double click, it has changed. So what if you preferred to convert the numbers to words, but you don't like the only at the end of this? How this only can be removed too. Let's use this trick to remove the onlys. Alt F11. Now we want to take away anything that is only. So the same approach, but this time let's find only. Let me replace it with nothing. So we replace it with a blank box, or you can just type space. Either way it's going to work, but let's just keep it blank. Replace all. So if I minimize and go back to my data and update, let us take note of something. This formula will only work in this workbook. If I go to a new worksheet, it's going to work. So if I'm here and I type this, you can see it's here. I can open another one and I will still get it. The formula works everywhere, so it's equal to number to word. If I click here, it's working. So if I change the numbers, it should also update. But if I go to a new workbook, then it's not going to come because this code has been injected in this workbook. So let's try it out. Say Control N. Now this is our new workbook. If I try typing the formula or the function, it's not going to come. So I'll be leaving the codes in the comment section for you to copy and use as you wish. If you like videos like this, hit the like button, subscribe, follow for more, and I'll see you in the next one.